Let's go.
Okay. Oh, I think we are now live.
Are we live?
I believe
Let's
we
fucking
are.
go.
Yeah,
What's up,
man. We're
guys?
live on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and X. Let me just pull up the X one.
Let's go. Happy Friday, everybody. What
Yeah,
is
big
up?
up, big up. We got a big stream for you guys tonight.
Hell yeah, hang tight though. We're just getting it all reconfigured. I'm brushing off all the rust, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. So dusting off the cobwebs right here. Well, I'm still learning the ropes, and my man, Mr. Fungi, is absolutely dusting off the cobwebs. He's already a a streaming pro, but just hasn't done it for some time. So this is going to be awesome. I'm hyped.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily a pro, but we did it for a while in the OG, back in the Wax days. I don't know if you mess with Wax blockchain at all, but back when that was going pretty crazy, and when the Splinterlands game was going bonkers. I was doing working for a dice project, and we were doing marbles pretty much 2, 3 times a week. It
Was
was
the
crazy.
marbles like physical
No,
or
it's
like a virtual marbles?
virtual marbles, like marbles on stream. It's um a game you can play. I think I even still have it on my. No, I might have taken that off of there, but it's on Steam.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
no, I took it off of there, but yeah, it's a free game you can play, and um, yeah, you know, I use it as a giveaway type thing. Similar to how people do Rumbles and Discord. People like to do giveaways and stuff on Twitch using Marbles on Stream because it integrates the game directly through the watchers, and all you got to do in the chat is type in like exclamation mark play, and it lets people play right off the bat. It puts their little name in there, and
Oh,
gives
we're
you a cool
playing. We're
sign on.
bringing that back. We're bringing that back. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like we used to play that all the freaking time, and you know what? Cool thing is I got to get you in touch with longtime buddy of mine. His name is Spencer, but he works with Racino, and they've got a whole marble game they built. They've got a whole gamified racing system,
Wow.
and they got like big name people too. I'm like, dude, let me put some stuff together. I'm gonna be talking to buddy here, Thomas, this week, on tomorrow anyway. So like, let me get some stuff together for you. I'm gonna put you guys in a chat because honestly, he's got a massive like quadruple A platform, big backers and
Wow.
racing companies that are already like huge amounts of money into this. And they're doing like $500,000 pots every week of
No
to get the
way.
clubhouse. Yeah, dude.
Come on, bro. Let's
So
go. That's alpha
right,
right
right.
there. That's the alpha we're bringing.
I don't see you on YouTube though. I'm in your.
Oh, am I not live on YouTube?
I'm on you. I'm on. I maybe have to click in something live. Aha, there we go.
Yeah, you found
I'm
it?
silly. There we go. I figured it out.
Let's go, let's go.
All right. Oh, trying to Twitch that. There we go. All right. What's up, Clark? Matt Fisher. Hey
Yes.
guys. Where's my screen here? I got people joining my Twitch site. Like, where's Mr. Fun Guy at? I just had
Let's
the page
go.
up, so
Let's
I can
go.
see you now too. Hell yeah.
Nice, I can see it's on Twitch as well. So I literally just turns out I already had a Twitch account. I just never used it. So I've logged in
That's
there. We
funny.
are live here as well. I just need to sort out that bottom screen is not updating. It's like it's frozen my screen share. So I just want to sort that out. But man, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's in
feel free to like start the intros, and we can chop it up as we go in, and I'll be updating. I'm going to try and get around in the chats as well, and interact with people. And I've got some settings that should fire some noises, like if we get subscribers, and there should be some stuff going on if people follow us and do things like that as well. So,
All right.
excited to see if that works.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm I'm not yeah, I'm not sure how all that stuff works, but that's freaking cool. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let me see what I can see on there. All right, so you can kind of see all my stuffs. Let me go ahead and do more of a full screen on that for you guys. Um, well, how's it going? Happy Friday. I'm Mr. Fun Guy. Nice to meet everybody. This is Thomas down here. We Uni-Fy. I appreciate you guys honestly, a hell of a lot for hosting this tonight. And um, honestly, the biggest hurdle and I think most building projects, like their entire like vision, everything that you're trying to work on and all that, the biggest hurdle we all deal with is exposure. So having a team like Uni-Fy behind us, and all these other different partner projects that are all kind of starting to interconnect and interweave more and more, I've noticed it's fun. It's the kind of vision I'm already about and already enjoy being a part of. So and other different aspects in the past. So like this is right on point for me.
Yeah, man, it's an absolute pleasure. And for those of you that don't know, my name is Thomas. I'm the founder of Unify. And you've seen us, you will have seen us like hosting some weekly live streams. We're trying to do these every Friday. And it's really about showcasing our brand partners, giving you guys the opportunity to get a deeper understanding of some of the platforms that we're combining into Unify, as well as more information, about Unify. And every week we've gotten more professional, and we're bringing on more guests. And yeah, with me tonight, Mr. Fun Guy, absolute legendary builder, has literally been coding up until this very moment, updating accounts and what's available on the platform. So today we are taking a deep dive into the Clubhouse, Mr. Fun Guy himself, and kind of what he's built. He's actually integrated, and you'll see on the small screen to my right, you'll see we've got lots and lots of brands on Unify. The Clubhouse is one of our newer ones, and this is a utility that his platform has now brought platform wide to Unify brand partners. So none of the brand partners have had to do anything. They've all been integrated into this platform. And so, yeah, let me pass it back over to you, Mr. Fungi. And yeah, man, let people know what's cooking and yeah, let's get into the weeds.
Hell yeah, man! I appreciate it. um, well, excuse me. Gotta get that one out there so I can actually speak. Apologize for that, guys. Um, no, I appreciate it. And like one of the biggest things I've been excited about, to be honest, is with this live stream. It's the first time I've actually been able to give a full rundown as to what the clubhouse currently has, the overall just features and everything. People have gotten a lot of different little bits and pieces, and even if you've been trying to follow everything from the very beginning, OGs still have no idea what's live right now with all this working because the actual vision that I've been trying to build for over 4 years when it comes to something that has the utility and usage of Discord, but is more meant for Web3 usage. The vision is getting closer and closer to reality every single day. I want something that has that whole community and connected inner aspect where everything is all built together and able to work together, but it still has to have a level of Web3 connection, right? Like we're not able to give roles and all this and everything else in Discord and buy stuff or trade or this, that, and the other without massive bot integration. And I mean, huge props to all the different developers that have been working tirelessly for years now and creating all this. Um, and that's kind of what I wanted to completely. I wanted to shake it up. I wanted to completely change because I've had this idea forever. So um, best part about the clubhouse is it kind of integrates everything. Um, you can ignore my ugly admin console, so I apologize for that. Um, but we do have something for everybody. We've got our games. We've got launch pads or our launch pad where you got different collections you can mint, and it's all within our own ecosystem. Though we don't really do a whole lot of competition with other launch pads or anything. Um, we offer staking for pretty much any NFT on Solana, or to earn our token, the rejected tokens. Got nice little search feature where you can choose the project that you wanna mess with, and it's real. I've got a larger wallet, so it takes a couple seconds, but even with 790 NFTs, that's how fast it loaded for me. So, um, allows you to stake, earn your, you know, earn your drip. But the fun part is the actual gaming ecosystem that I've been trying to build. What I've always found kind of lacking in so many different ideas and game concepts, especially when it comes to idle games or um, just tokenomics in general, is what is and honestly, I think the biggest question that everybody really asks when it comes to the normals, the outside Web3 people is why? What's the purpose of minting that NFT? What is it really? It's all fake, imaginary internet money anyway, right? So,
Isn't it
so
all?
like, right. And I'm like, what? So like, all you got millions and millions of NFTs being minted and millions of tokens across hundreds of blockchains right now at this point, right? So what's the point of it all? What do you do with it? And that's what I wanted to build. So pretty much all this. I've got a couple different games live as well, but pretty much the coolest part about the clubhouse is when you first go into it, um, you can click right here to add your project. And now I'm not sure how it shows on your guys' screen, so I apologize. I do have a pretty wide screen, so it might be a little
I
a
think we
little
can see it all. It looks
distorted.
a little bit distorted, but I can see it all on there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Of some
Um,
platforms that
but
we've
yeah, so
tried,
it pretty
Uni-Fy
much
is
it's a
great, but
whole
there's
devless
very little
system.
about
I
Uni-Fy.
call it frictionless
And
onboarding. The
every
the
week we've
concept
got
is
some
to be
guests
able
on,
to allow any
and we're
token
bringing on
or any
guests.
NFT to
Yeah, with me
use
tonight, Mick,
platform.
one guy,
So put your
absolutely
name
amazing
in.
build-up.
You
Had
can
literally
put your
just turned
contact
up with
information
me.
in there, your username, uh, profile image. Whether it's an NFT or a token. Now, if you switch down to a token, it throws the ticker in there, um, and then it does a small fee just so we don't get spammed. Is the biggest issue is spamming. I don't want my database to get overran. I don't want my like, and I do that with pretty much everything in my different platforms. Is I use small amounts of fees like that, just enough to make it so if somebody wants to submit a bunch of different profiles or using multiple wallets, hey, there's at least some form of a fee that's coming through for having to go back and clean it up. Worst case scenario.
100%,
Um,
man.
but yeah, as soon as you submit that, it automatically puts you right into the platform. So you'd be able to stake for my token, my a rejected token if you want. Otherwise, it'll even let you go right into our rumbles, and your uh, your token will instantly integrate into our drop down menu here, where you can use it for a buy-in for creating your own game. You can use the NFTs or the tokens as a prize. So, for instance, I know I have some jammers in here. Um, I run a couple different projects on Solana. For those of you who don't know me, I run the rejects, jammers, empty heads, and then also got only dads, the gallery on Soul, and I help with a few other projects too. So, but yeah, it all allows you to choose your NFT that you want to add as a prize. And the coolest part is you can, let's say, you want to do a Sun token prize also and give out maybe 5,000 Sun. You'd be able to go through, set up the jammer Sun, and it's the really cool part is the second you pay your fee and you refresh your page, um, it's integrated to the platform, so there's no waiting. Like it's when I say frictionless, I've tried to make it as simple as possible for people to be able to make instant use of gamified utilities like that. Um, and then yeah, so I guess I don't know. What do you think?
So
We've got
from the outside looking in, right, like there's obviously the projects that you've integrated. How is it now? Like, let's say there's someone from Empire watching, there's someone from Crouton Jones, there's someone from Skill Stacker, watching now. How could they get involved? Like come right now and play this game, or what does it mean for them? Let's break that down, and then we'll try and get some games going, man. I'll ping up my Discord now. I know there's a few active in there. We'll try and pull them in and maybe play some games.
Yeah, let's. I'd love to show off a few of these. So we've got our Venture Mind, our Odin Community, Boon, DeFi Times, Empire, Skill
Right.
Stacker, or Monkey Labs. Those
Okay.
guys are all fair game as far as games are already created. Now, let me. I do have. Got some Sun games open, so if anybody else is,
I'm just
I
gonna
got some
mute while I.
Soul games open. If you guys wanna, if we can get a couple more people in for that, I'll run that game for a few GMers. Got only dad's game. Yes, I got a few different games. I even got a rejected game going too. So I'll end up running a few of these, and we'll see if we can get. Let's do. 'Cause I know it's do. I wonder if it lets me do zero. I forget if I set that up or not. We'll just do a single NFT right off the bat. Do a reject.
I also pinned underneath the live stream on you on X is a link to the rejected X account and also to their brand page on Uni-Fy. So if you do want to check out, find out more about them, do some more research, as well as obviously visiting their website, you can go there and check them out also.
Yeah, so the biggest one is for anybody if you want to just kind of dink around and mess with the site while we're talking about stuff on stream today and join the games, take a look at what's live, what you can mess with. GoClubhouse.io is the website. But the other thing I did want to say too is I know you have an X post somewhere. What I'd like to do is get that set up for at least a solid raid. I'd like to put a um, maybe a couple OGs on the line for a couple random raiders that help promote the heck out of it for us.
Yeah, let's go. Or what on the competition tweet that we had, or is it a different one?
Mainly just for the current live stream on on X is what I was kind of thinking.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Let me get a raid going in our Discord then and see if people want to win some she.
Yeah, so you're live there, nice.
Prizes available. Yeah, drop some comments, ask some questions. I think we've got like a multi-chat um, available here. So anywhere where people are dropping comments or talking, it should feed in. I think it'll only be through my accounts. Unfortunately, I know you've got way more followers. Are you getting any engagement on your side, like real time?
I get a tiny bit. I'm not able to. It's funny how my Streamlabs actual app is. I haven't used it for so long, so when I try to respond to people in Streamlabs, it tells me that I need to create an account. So
Fair.
I'm gonna have to mess with that at some point.
Yeah, Streamlabs is awesome. I've got Streamlabs, and then I've got this 3D owned, which is doing these overlays and frames.
So I'm just typing this out.
You're good. But yeah. It's been an awesome week as well. So much alpha has dropped, not just for Uni-Fy, but for a lot of the ecosystem members. Companions is flying. They're doing incredibly well with Mystery Keys game. You can actually see the Mystery Key game down the bottom there next to my head. And I should just be able to sign in. And we should be able to give that a spin.
Ooh, you spinning the Mystic Keys live? Nice.
Yes, need to sign in.
We got a few people watching, it looks like. Looks like 60, 67
Let's
people
go.
watching at the moment.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Welcome,
Hell
guys.
yeah.
Thanks for watching. Drop us comments, and if you can, join the game. What is the website address again? We should pin that under something or get that somewhere on the screen.
Yeah, let me. Well, it's goclubhouse.io.
Go
Um,
clubhouse.io.
yeah, you can see it up here at the top of my browser there. Unfortunately, I don't have any other fancier ways of doing that at the moment. I wasn't prepared for that.
No, no, all good, man. I should be able to get
Learn
a
as I go,
streamer going.
Get which part going?
I should be able to get like those scrolling like text widget along the bottom. Let me see if I can grab one up.
Hey, Klekonix, the chat is working. I just can't type back to you in the type in the space. So I can read what you're writing on Twitch on my side. I'm doing a restream of everything through the Uni-Fy page. So we're having fun doing a whole different route this time. So it's not actually coming through my normal system today. It's a whole different route of doing things. But yeah, you can still type there and say hi, and I'll still be able to say hi back. No worries, brother. Yeah, it's that's hilarious how that stuff works. So, but it's I mean honestly, the more I get back into this, it'll be fun rekindling some of those old friendships. You got a lot of cool OGs in the past that we used to hang out with on a like every single stream. So
Really? Yeah, it's going to be cool to reignite that. You've been dormant for too long.
right, well, I mean honestly, with the head down building like I've been doing, it's been it's really been kind of like I needed to have something to be able to share again, and to be able to because I don't want to be trying to hype people up over something that is coming in the future. It's on the way. I'm still working on it and dealing with these errors still, but don't worry, guys. And like the more that happens, like it's like you just don't want to lead people on. So I was just kind of like, I'm gonna learn how to do this crap. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna take the all this whole freaking idea and this concept that because I want to be the market first with it also,
Mhm.
but I have been talking about it for years and no one's built it and the people that started kind of all abandoned it. I'm no one's gotten this far on it before, so I'm pretty excited as to the future and at this point like all I really need is for it to catch a little bit. And when it comes to the scaling, my biggest issue currently is financial. I don't have the big fancy APIs and stuff like that, but when there's a lot of people using it, the funds are there at that point and I'm able to invest in a bigger infrastructure and whatnot. That's what I'm excited for, the actual you know doing it for the big leagues.
That's it, man. And look, it's like anything, it starts with an idea. That idea you focus on becomes a thing. And often, like writing it down, even if it's digitally, I don't expect you to grab a pen and paper. But I think when you have these ideas and these concepts now, go and dictate it to ChatGTP or dictate it into Google Docs and just, take note of your ideas because ideas written down become plans and plans can be executed and that has results. And so what you're seeing both for Uni-Fy and for the Clubhouse, is a result of ideas that have been turned into plans and plans that have been executed and now become to life, you know. So you're joining real builders early. And yeah, talk about your gallery system. I know for the IRL artists, so people in the real world who are artists looking to find a way into Web3 but have no idea where to start. Yeah, you know, the Fungi's basically built something specifically geared to you and to help you enter Web3 and launch collections. So maybe you want to give some details on that and a bit of a deeper dive on that.
Yeah, we can definitely kind of jump around a little bit. That's the best part is because honestly, when it comes to the clubhouse, when you go right to that goclubhouse.io, this right here is kind of my main the main menu at the moment as far as just where you can jump back and forth from. And the gallery, one of the things that I've been doing for years, um, well, that's kind of what got me going. If you go into my Who's Mr. Fun Guy and you go through my journey, my biggest thing here through Legends in Time, when it really got into art and supporting the concept, you know, musicians and artists and helping manage people's careers and building larger art collectives and stuff. And I always wanted to figure out a way to, um, especially a longtime buddy of mine. He's the um, my main featured artist right here, Rob Munger, um, longtime buddy of mine, and he's always made this really cool art and trying to, but he didn't know how to promote his artwork or do all that kind of stuff. He didn't have that wasn't his thing. He just wanted to paint. So I started investing in his art and bringing him around to festivals and. We started doing live painting at events all over I'm from Minnesota, you know, and we started doing stuff all over Minnesota, the tri-state area, and you know, pretty much my best friend. You know, years later, we're still really close buddies. And uh, once I once I found out about NFTs back in 2018, and I bought my first crypto kitty. This is what you can even go back to my Mr. Fun Guy only see page, um, and you can see, or is it only see or whatever? It's
Open sea.
open see, yeah. Open sea. I'm looking at
Only
my
dads,
only
yeah, yeah.
dad's page up here.
I knew there was some sort of cross reference
That's
happening there.
funny. Oh man. No, but if you go to my OpenSea count on Ethereum there, I even have, you know, his artwork. I've got some of my OG Mr. Fun Guy stuff. I've got my old Kaleidoscope art. I made like a whole like so I've been really big into trying to bridge the whole concept of art and digital connection globally and being able to just open the floodgates, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, 100%.
make it frictionless. So that's what I did is
And what are some of the benefits, you know, for people who may not know, what would be some of the benefits for a real world artist to have some sort of affiliation with Web3 digital art or digital art and, you know, crypto or blockchain based art? How is that beneficial to artists?
honestly, I think the global audience is the number one.
Okay,
Um, the biggest concern everybody has is, well, it's just copy paste, right? Like, what's the who cares? But with something like this, how I built it, it's specifically meant to gear directly towards the artist themselves. So whenever you're doing anything, or even right here, I've made sure like top list you keep 100% of your royalties on all secondary markets. When the NFTs are minted, the only the artist's wallet is added to that NFT as far as the what you call it royalties, um, creator authority, that kind of stuff. So they're every one of those NFTs, doesn't matter who mints it, that royalties wallet is imprinted on there, and any royalties that are collected get sent directly to their wallet, so they don't have to worry about claiming anything or connecting anything or worrying
okay,
this, that, or the other. Anytime it's resold, they get that. And then same thing with our minting process too. You know, we're able to not have to wait once a month to claim your funds from Shopify or something like that. You know, like you get instant funds right in your wallet when everything is minted. It's all online or on chain, and they're able to see everything. The other cool part is what I've done is you can not just use images like this, but um, I have set it up so you can use video.
Wow.
Um, and you can take any video or I think this is an MP4 um, up to 100 megabytes, and through my my artist console, you're able to submit your you choose the price and um, how many editions you
So
want to
I was going
sell.
to say, like
For,
open editions,
yep, you can like
or
I
you
have
or
all these
limited
currently on
editions.
open
Yeah.
editions,
Yep. Yep.
except for this one right here. This is a limited edition of 15. It doesn't show it down here, but the system does have it in there. So there's a few. I notice as I'm looking here, there's a couple bugs still I gotta take care of. Um, but that right there specifically, like there's once it hits 15, this one won't be minted anymore, and will the artist Rob will he'll choose a one of the NFT mentors. We'll do a random wheel, and that person who wins will contact them directly through their wallet, and they'll get an IRL 2 foot by 3 foot painting shipped directly to them
No way.
um,
Let me get one
with
of
shipping.
those, bro. What's going on?
Right,
Did you hear that,
with
guys?
shipping
So look,
covered.
there's real life art from a real life artist available to mint now, limited to 15. How many are left? Do you know? Or is
Oh,
it
a full 15.
15?
Like
Okay,
no,
so there's
no one
15
started.
left.
Yeah,
And out of those
like
15,
this all
one
just
of
went
those
live.
people is going to win a physical painting by that artist. Now, some of you might remember Lyco. Someone I definitely want to introduce you guys into, actually, ODK community. They are very much the same as you. The guy's a fine
Nice.
artist. In the real world, and then Transition did a collection some time ago, and his whole vision is really bringing people, artists, into Web3. He actually did introduce two artists who did extremely well in the last bull run, and they're still around now. The names escape me off the top of my head, but it's this sort of these sorts of people that I think can bring that value back to the art community, because I do feel like they've been a little bit neglected, and so much so in the real world. I always wonder, like, so you make a painting, you make a sculpture, you sell it. Once that's gone in the car, like what? Like, are you ever getting paid? Like, is how does that work? Like, do you know how that works?
Well, I mean,
Is it all
when
just
see it
trust?
depends on well, it depends on the artist, and how prolific they become. Because a lot of people will just start using that artist's work. I mean, if they're
Yeah,
good humans, they'll reach out and say, "Hey, like I want to use this piece as a, I want to this, that, and the other. How much are they like? How much is it going to cost me and royalties or commission? That like, how much are you charging for the usage of that piece?" Um, as people get a little bit more to that point, that's a huge business side. I mean, like that's one of the things I had to like coach people on, is explaining that like there's a whole monetary and legal side of stuff when it comes to like we understand it more because of NFTs and IP rights, and that was
yeah,
a hot trigger topic for a while. But um, most artists, people that I'm trying to get involved and bring to this platform, they don't even fully understand what their rights are for their own. I mean, they understand it's their image,
yeah.
that it's their artwork, but they don't understand how to market it. They don't understand how this could do something for them. And that's kind of what I was joking too, back where a little bit ago when I was saying how like what's the point of NFTs and tokens and stuff like what is that about, right? And that's part of the reason why I've been building something like this into it here too, where the winning your prizes for supporting artists. So everybody who mints an artist NFT, it's like a big raffle system essentially.
Okay.
Um, we take and it shows you how much is getting paid to artists and how much goes into the prize pool, and then how much goes to the platform. So 80% to the artists, 10% to the prizes, 10% to platform development. Um, Straightforward. It's being all on chain. It all happens right in every single mint contract too. So every time someone mints an NFT, it's not like there's anything to distribute. It just automatically happens with each NFT based off of the percentages. So whether or not the NFT is a 0.25 soul NFT or
And so
zero
really
zero 0.001.
like you could just be like a normal guy who maybe or a normal girl or a normal in between who is creative, right? Has never really thought about doing a collection, but using this tools, you're simplifying that process. They could come and, upload a photo they took of a drawing on their phone, and then bring that in. They could mint that. That becomes their first NFT, and it's all linked royalties wise. That's going to be on chain forever. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, and you could even do it so simply where you go, hey, you see this picture of this piece of art? I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna offer it. We're gonna mint 15 NFTs at 40 bucks a piece. The winner gets the piece of art, shipping included.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
nice.
you could you build that price in so the that's part of what I was explaining to my buddy Rob is like we don't want to have to it's gonna be like 80 to 100 bucks just to ship a canvas that's
Yeah,
you know
yeah, for
and
real.
and I did the research from Minnesota to England. It's like 100 bucks. Yeah, so you go a little bit further. I figure up to like 120 ish. So I figure 0.25 soul. We're able to make sure that the artist gets paid and the whatchamacallit gets covered. The shipping gets covered. Everybody wins. That win win win. And the biggest issue that's always kind of gone down for artists in the past, it's always been about being exploited or not getting their dues or stuff being raised or this being the algorithms or this, that, and the other. It's always a bunch of bogusness.
Yep.
Um, so what I'm doing with this is I set it up so one, there's only specific. I'm on the wrong wallet. I've got sometimes you go through too many wallets on the same.
Oh, don't on the same, yeah.
uh, Caching has issues for me sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, but you can go into your art. So this is the artist console, and you can see your stats as an artist,
Very nice.
right?
So you got analytics. We love analytics at Unify, bro. I think
And this is
people
just the
are
beginning.
underestimate the power. Yeah, yeah. I bet you're collecting way more data than you're showing.
Oh yeah, I'm just starting to build it.
Yeah.
Just starting, man.
Just starting
Just
two
starting.
years deep.
But the cool the cool part though is I have it set, right? So your like the price points are kind of on point. I don't kind of give it a free range or anything like that, but you set your editions, you set your files, and even when you can go up to 100 meg, but you can see the different file formats supported,
Yep.
GIF, MP3s, MP4s, whatever. And there's I even have those micro fees. So at the 100 meg, it actually does a point zero 0.01 soul fee, just so people aren't just loading up my server with artwork that Um, but I'm also doing refunds for legit artists that I'm working with, like Retro and others, where
Retro.
you Retro you know like we're not going to charge them fees, especially for the first multiple pieces that they upload and everything. So I'll make sure that they get some art up there without it costing them a penny. um but yeah, so it's all built in, and then when I go through with my admin console, I just submit, approve it, and it pushes it all. I gotta fix those pieces, but it pushes it all live right off the bat, builds the metadata,
This is so much
it
alpha, man. Like, people need
right.
to, like, this is live. You can literally go now and you can use this. This is a new platform. All right. This is proprietarily built by the man talking right now, Mr. Fun Guy. And it's a vision that he's brought to life. And the best thing you can do to support founders is engage with what they're building. That is honestly the most valuable thing. So if you do have 5 minutes, if you do have 10 minutes or longer, even while you're watching the stream, just go check this stuff out. If you're an artist, go launch something over there. You never know. You guarantee you, if you're an artist now and you go and list something on that, we're all going to promote the hell out of you, right? We're going to make sure that you
Oh hell
get the
yeah.
exposure. That's part of why Rejected and the Clubhouse have partnered with Unify is because we help proliferate brands. That's what we do as a community. That's what we do as a platform. And so Mr. Fungi is ready to do the same for the artists, for the projects that join, take advantage of those utilities. We're going to go back to the game section in a minute, and just take a deeper dive on that. But you can see here again, we're bringing real builders to the space. We're taking a deep dive, letting you get a full understanding of just how committed and serious they are about the vision and bringing it to life. And the thing that you can do straight away that's absolutely free is engage, comment, retweet, ask a question. Jump in the chat here, the live chat. Go and launch a piece of art. I mean, you've got the GMers there as well. The meme maker, haven't you? Where you can go and literally make a custom meme, mint it, and that's instantly available for trading. So there's some really powerful mechanics at play in this platform.
Well, the funny part is when I I got started really diving into this deep coding side of things at the beginning of the year, and the very first platform I built was the meme platform because my buddies and I, we wanted to start, our own our own meme coin. Everyone's doing that stuff, so why not we try it ourselves? Um, that didn't go how we wanted it
Trading.
to,
But there's
which
some
is
really powerful.
we we're a bunch of dads that we wanted to do dad jokes and stuff, and we're like, yeah, this is a great idea, and we're gonna go ahead and we could be bonded and on pump fund, and then it humped, and I'm still holding a good chunk, but that's okay because that's how I started off with it. But the fun part is what I'm able to do through something like this, and the same thing that anybody else is able to do is monetize the platform for themselves. I've been trying to figure out what's the point of people using any of this if they can't benefit directly, right? Like there has to be a really good, not like the good kind of a catch, like
Yes,
you
yeah.
want people to win, you want people to win. You don't want people to be just taken, right? At least me, that's how I'm trying to build stuff. So the cool part about this one, I'll just go into it really fast. Um, you can tell I've been working on the actual text wrapping. So um, pay attention to that if you're going to make your own meme right now. It works, 100% works. But as you can tell, if you're trying to do certain text wrapping, the top works better than the bottom. And yeah, sometimes it turns out like some of these. But I'll be removing those shortly. But the cool part is you can see, um, because one of the biggest things I've been trying to do is make sure that the system is very much stable and exact from what you see in the preview versus what you get when the actual end product. Um, but the nice part is you can make anything you want, right? Anybody can even add their own their own gift to the system. We do a submission fee. Um, you can
Booty shaking,
choose any of our. What's that?
the
Oh,
twerking.
that guy. Yeah, yeah. You can do any category.
So right now,
You can
someone could
do
go here, create a meme, and mint it as an NFT, or then people
pretty much.
can mint it as an NFT.
Yeah, so once you take that GIF that you've made and you submit it, I do have to do an approval for the approved or for the actual GIFs themselves. There's a whole admin process for that just to make sure the spam don't hit too hard and people aren't just uploading a bunch of porn to my site. So,
Yeah,
got to make sure for that.
it is
That's my
called
fail
only
safe,
dads.
right?
It is called only dads. That is not the sort of porn we want to see.
Right. But the cool part is once stuff is on there and you upload it, you know, you can put your text and set the size. I'm working on getting a few different tweaks for it, and whatnot. But what happens is each generation costs a small amount because what has to happen is my whole platform will take the GIF, deconstruct it frame by frame, take the text, overlay it, build it, upload it to Pinata, along with creating the metadata and then uploading that as well after. And then it pushes it directly, like once it goes through the whole process, pushes directly to the gallery here and instantly is live. Um,
It's
and
incredible.
and that's where it's that whole trickle down effect. So if you go, I put it in here too. Um, Pretty much, you get 1/6 of every mint if you just submit a GIF. So every mint that comes from your GIF, you're guaranteed right to your wallet 1/6 of every single mint fee. Um, when you go to or when you do the generation, you get another 1/6. So if you generate and submit a meme and then make a bunch of memes, similar to kind of what I'll do some of the older rejected ones. You can kind of see some of these, but um, rejected for the win, hype, hype, motherfucker. So all these ones, if you go through and you mint it as an NFT, it'll. Well, I have to connect my wallet and everything, but yeah, it'll push through and oh, because of it's my wallet. Um, I might have to double check on that piece, but uh, all through that whole mint transaction fee though, the it all pushes right through and it breaks it all up, the royalties and everything. So the project gets 1/3, I get 1/3, um, and we're going to be actually the cool part is not when we go through to the leaderboard here, it doesn't fully outline it just yet. Um, Mainly because I've been wanting to finish up the generator side of things first before I fully implement all the whole price structure by the end of this month. But between the dad's platform and the gallery, um, I've got not just the actual prize pools that are going to be filling up because of the project's take, but I also have well over 100 NFTs for each of these platforms to give away as different mint prizes. So we're going to have soul prizes for people who are actually, you know, in the creator boards, minting, generating, top holders, that kind of stuff. You can see who's minting, you can see who's doing their top generations, that kind of stuff. You can see which wallet, and I'm able to reward them directly. It's not even going to take an actual claim system. I'll be able to do and push a whole freaking prize giveaway out pretty much instantaneously for people. Um, so yeah, the whole point is kind of once again, what's the point of it, right? Well, if you're an influencer, you got people that are following you, you're able to go through and upload your own memes, and you're able to monetize those by convincing, getting your followers to make memes off of your art or off of your GIF, and then when they go through and they're making their gifts and they're sending, like, for instance, I can show you what some stuff from retro,
Yeah,
like
let's get some
he's
retro
made
stuff.
some
I was
of the
going to
songs.
say as well, we got to play some tunes, retros tunes as well. Um, and but yeah, do you want to show a little bit of retros work on here if you can? And then what I'd like to do is go to a short break. I need to grab a drink. I've got a mouth like Gandhi's flip-flop. And you'll see professional streamer out here you know. And then I was thinking what we can do is we can play one of Retro's songs because we've only got I think 4,949 of them to choose from. Um,
Oh, we should totally do
Crispy Balls.
one of those rejected Clubhouse ones too.
Yeah, let's get
He's done some cool.
yeah. Do you want to do? Maybe you can drop a tune. We can even lower the volume slightly. Can you do that, or do you want me to do it?
If you want to lower I think you control the volume side on your stuff. Um, and I don't have volume pushing from my machine for retro's music. So if you want to push some retro music, um, totally cool. You should be able to do that from.
It's going to be audio
Trying to think.
media source. That's what it's going to be, isn't it? Media source.
Yeah, you could probably just
Okay.
put an actual MP3 in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we are about to witness a song from Retrospect, one of, if not the most dedicated community member. not
Ah,
just a community member, but a hype man, a visual artist using incredible AI tools, and a musician or an AI musician, which I think is now a thing. Um, and just creates awesome songs. And it's literally um, what is rap? Rap is social commentary, or it's no longer social commentary. It's demonic chaos. But what it used to be was social commentary, right? When you heard rappers rapping, they were rapping about things in their lives. They're rapping about their experiences. That's how sort of music, in my eyes, really began. It's telling the stories of the current time, from blues through jazz through tribal, even over to drum and bass. That is someone's interpretation of their experiences. And what I love about Retro's music is he's in the spaces, he's on Twitter, he's seeing what's happening in real time, and he will go and make music according to his daily experiences, what's going on in the Twitter spaces. And that for me is just an incredible talent straight off the bat.
wow.
And it's like I think people underestimate the importance of people with this much dedication and commitment to like the roles they give themselves within communities in Web3. Um, and so, yeah, he's testament to what you can achieve just through um, being a legend, and doing what you're passionate about for businesses, for brands. And let me tell you, we all as founders just appreciate it so, so much. Honestly, can't tell you enough, Retro. So, do you want to get one of his memes up and I'll get a tune going? I'm going to grab a drink and then I'll be back basically.
All right, let's go. I'm about it. I'll take a quick break on that.
Yeah, Empire City, 1920 swinging, but it's West Side riding tonight.
Oh Lord.
Criss, criss, crispy ball, almost cut down like a coconut fall. We laugh out loud, but the pain still
Wi-Fi
calls.
isn't really
Chief
working.
Dope Fox, we love you most of all. Zipper
Yeah,
scary,
it's
gold,
getting
silver,
kind of nice and
plastic.
listening in.
Snap too quick, yeah, the cut feels drastic, but not Frankenstein scars on the chest.
Oh yeah, it's going through mine too. I can see on my. There you go.
And how's our
All
volume
right, cool.
over? How's our volume? Mic check.
Empire City,
Check. I can't tell off the top.
but it's West Side riding tonight.
Let's see here one sec. Uh, I guess I can't tell from my side over there. Looks like it's definitely the sounds lower though, but I can tell the music playing.
Yeah, I've got it turned down. Maybe that's too low. We're still teething, guys. We're still teething. But that should be working for you. I am very briefly going to go and just grab a drink because, like I say, I'm choking on my own tongue right now. And I'll be back. Feel free. I don't know if you want to. Do you want me to switch your media source off as well, Mr. Fungi, or you want to just leave it and go away from your keyboard?
Oh, you're fine. I'm gonna put my audio off for a second. We're cool. No worries.
Okay, cool. All right, back in a sec, guys. Very, very shortly. We've got 192, by the way. We've got 192 viewers, which is incredible. Thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you're enjoying it. As I say, I am just going to go and grab a drink. I will be a number of seconds, probably not even a minute. So, yeah, see you shortly. Oh yeah, I'll unmute as well. Hopefully you can hear me again now. But yeah, so we're deep diving with the Clubhouse. Uni-Fy, of course, we are Uni-Fy. If you don't know Uni-Fy, go to unify.us and you'll find out uni-fi.us. That is a platform that provides e-commerce zero code e-commerce storefronts, much like Shopify, but we actually help drive traffic to you. We're currently outperforming Shopify pages for organic traffic by over 1,000%. So extremely exciting and real value being gained over there. Do join the platform. It's got built-in affiliate marketing. If you if you have ever made content about a brand that is not your brand, that you don't own, then, my friend, you are an affiliate. So why not get tracked? Why not get rewarded for doing that? And you can do all of that through the Uni-Fy platform. Once you're registered on Uni-Fy, you are an affiliate. That means you can go and generate a unique referral code for any brand, page, any service, and any product, instantly being able to share that seamlessly, driving traffic. And what's important, each and every brand page has analytics dashboards that allows them to see exactly who is responsible for driving clicks, conversations, conversions, and thus building a symbiotic relationship with their community. They're harnessing you as their community army. And that again is what we're doing here with the rejects and the clubhouse, because they are building in the space. They have joined Uni-Fy, and they are bringing value to each and every brand partner on the Uni-Fy platform. By seamlessly integrating them into the Clubhouse platform, this is enabling each and every one of those brands and their community members to go in, have games already set up, have their NFTs already integrated, have their tokens already integrated, and be able to win prizes and everything else. So again, really powerful. And this is what we want to do. We want to unify all of Web3. We want to bring together builders, community members into this positive feedback loop. So welcome back anyway. We just took a drink break. How are you doing, Mr. Fun Guy?
Oh man, I'm freaking hyped. Honestly, man, this has been like one of the things I've been excited to be able to finally do and give this big deep dive into everything I've been building and putting together for the clubhouse and all the different connected communities I've been working with for the last few years. It's all coming together, man. I love it.
Me too, man. Super happy. And it's when I spoke to you, I have the pleasure of speaking to a lot of founders, and you can very quickly and easily see the real ones and the ones who would quite happily cut off their left leg if it meant being able to build something even more powerful for their community. And so, that's exactly why we're working together. It's why we both synergize and have seen um, that same vision, and the results that we want are aligned. So, yeah, man, back to the clubhouse, the games. Like, what should we do? Let's showcase some of these games in more detail, and give people another better understanding of how they can be a part of this.
Hell yeah, let's get right on point. Let's start up with what you could play right now. So if you want to take a break from the stream, go to goclubhouse.io. Make sure you're using, if you're on mobile, you're using Phantom or Soulflare, and you can go right on over to the games, open up rejected rumbles, and I did put right here. It costs a tiny bit of soul, but it's a whole freaking opportunity to win NFT. It's what a 30 40x pretty much. And I gotta set it up so I can do free games still. I thought I had that set up, so but like we've got a whole bunch of for our different connected communities. I've set it up so they can do just one of their tokens. Um, I've got stuff in here for it's a little bit of sun, a little bit of rejected, but um, I'll show you what they look like real quick, how the game kind of
Can
works.
I
Everybody
get in
knows,
and play as well? Like, can that work?
yeah, you
Is
can.
it like, can
Everybody
we?
can play.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, can we play against each other or like in a game now? Excuse me.
Yeah, so all you do is if you go in, so I've got some boosters already. Some people like to use boosters if you're really trying to win. Honestly, right now, because it costs you 150 rejected, or it costs you actual rejected tokens to get those. Normally, I use those for the bigger prize pots. Just a little pro tip there. But yeah, if you go to goclubhouse.io, go to games rejected rumbles, go into view game. It's a super simple to join. I'm not gonna choose anything. I'm just gonna hit join battle and confirm. Oh, I got someone knocking on the door trying to get in. 1 second.
No worries, man. Yeah, so I'm just now trying, I'm just going into login and going to the games panel and rejected rumbles. Join battle now. Or featured
Sorry about
rejected
that.
idol. Yo, what's good, man? So I'm in that game screen. So I'm in rejected games. I can see
Uh-huh.
feature rejected rumbles, and feature GM life. Oh, you got live games there as well.
Yep. So you're gonna want to go into featured rejected rumbles and hit join battle now.
Join battle now. Okay, cool. I clicked on that.
And then when you scroll down a little bit, you should see the live stream giveaway,
Yep.
and you can use that view game right there.
Okay, let me.
And you just start your epic battle. Well, I have start the epic battle, but you can have join. Yours will say join.
Okay, cool.
And
Let
once you've
me.
joined and you've paid the small fee, it'll put you on the list. I see we already got Gob. Now, just so you know, this guy right here, Gob, you must be watching, obviously, then, brother. So much love to you, dude. And don't worry, man. I got a cool shout out for you here in a little bit once we start talking about the art. I'm excited. That dude made a whole badass rejected mutations collection for us.
Oh,
And
no way. You're joking.
dude, the art is insane. I don't even know if I've shown you the art yet. The funniest part about this whole live stream today is you could have been trying to follow what I've been building here and doing from the very beginning for 4 years now, and you might have no freaking clue about half the stuff you're going to be learning about today. It's hilarious. So I'm guessing you might have just joined in as anonymous. So one of the things I should probably point out is when you join the clubhouse, on the top right hand corner by where you have your Connect wallet, um, you also have a profile. So that little side profile here. Oh, press the wrong button. Left 11. Um, where you can click on the image right there, and you can actually choose a profile image. It pulls up your wallet, and um, you can choose whatever. I mean, sometimes it'll show you some of the crappy NFTs, scam stuff, but it pulls up a few for you and lets you pick something. Um, and then it also lets you choose your name and hit save, along with there's a Discord connect that might not be. I don't know if that's all fully functional at the moment, so I wouldn't necessarily mess with needing to connect to Discord and Twitter just yet. Twitter will create the username if you're going to play GM Life. So you can do that by saving your username, but the full Twitter API is not fully functional yet. So, um, but yeah, once you create that name, you go back into here and it'll actually show your name. We got Uniki. Let's go. What's up, brother? Yes. Now this guy, long time. He's been with the project since day one, pretty much. He's also a back end developer, and he helped me with the unfreeze site that we had after the old dev kind of stepped back and stopped help. Wasn't able to help anymore. He helped me get a whole unfreeze site page built for me. So I just been helping me on the ticket side of stuff. Like that dude is one of the most solid, and he's also our number one um, ranked person in Rejected Idol, which we'll be going into next to our Idol game, which is also fully live, by the way, except for a feature. But um, yeah, it's good to see you there, brother. Hell yeah.
Let's go,
But
man.
yeah, when you create your profile, you'll have your name right in there, and um, yeah, it'll even show you how much rejected tokens you got too. So funny, funny little side note about that. And everything that we're doing, by the way, I noticed in your screen you've got that little pop up going down there. I noticed you're seeing that. Um, there's it's not fully functional. I've been working really hard on trying to get the friend chat going, DMs, properly set up, along with this part does work where you can search for your communities and whatnot. But there's a whole tipping system and profile system that I built. And I just it's been hit and miss with me as I've been messing with trying to get this and working with other stuff. I almost had it live for this event, so that's what I was working on right up until we started.
Let's go.
Um, but I was so close to being able to show you because I want this to have that Discord level experience. I even have Tenor integrated as well. So like all this is, or at least mostly integrated, I should say. As you can tell, it's not working yet, but that close, that freaking close, man. I almost got it. And then once I'm able to have stuff like that, I mean, we have persistent community chat. We'll have friend chat. We'll even have the ability to build your groups. And I still have a little bit of formatting to fix and finish up with the group chats. Um, but like, it's all persistent and overlays while you're sitting here talking to people. You can do everything else while chatting. Your chat's still up. You can click
Yeah.
over to the games. Your chat's still up. You can go into GM Life. You can go into our launch pad and go on Mint. Oh, actually, that took the chat down. What? All right, I'm gonna have to talk to the devs about this, but
Go and have a
uh,
word in the mirror.
uh, speaking of
This is it, man. This
the
is it,
rejected
bro. We're
mutations
building.
there, but yeah, like the whole that's funny. I thought, but it still works though. Like you can still go into the Mint page and you can get back to chatting. So it's funny that it somehow killed that. Oh, you can it's persists after that. So that's interesting.
Oh, so I
Huh.
haven't got any friends yet. That's why.
Yeah, and the friend system is just that's part of the problem. The clicking on the username in a community. It allows you to that's how it allows you to find people. And I'm also going to be doing like a global chat with online offline lists and stuff where people are able to be searched, not searched, privacy features. I've got it all in the works. So this is what you guys are looking at right now is super beta version of um, the overall system of what I'm building.
We love the
This is
alpha.
like I've got so many years of fun features and stuff to build into this and whatnot, and I'm excited to be able to grow it as people start to actually use it, and I'm able to self fund the actual building of it since it's just me that's built all this in the last 3 months, um, which
Huge
is kind of
achievement,
bonkers
brother.
to say
Yeah,
out loud.
absolutely huge achievement, man. Congratulations, bro.
Blows
Like,
my mind.
and now you're showing it, like now you're showcasing it. There's people on there. Yeah, I think it's awesome, awesome, man. And these are exactly the sorts of ways that these have to be showcased, because like back in the first bull run, most projects had one utility. We're Raiders. It's an IP play. We have a staking platform. We have this one. People even have games at that point, like, oh, we have Alpha. That was it. Alpha Coolers is our utility, bro. Join our Discord and buy our NFT, and then we'll give you calls that are majoritively for rugs. That was like actual utility back in the day. Now we're seeing builders coming with these multifaceted systems that are up and equivalent to the likes of Magic Eden in utility, or a platform like Shopify, or a gaming system like what's the gaming the main gaming place where you go down Steam. Like
Oh,
this is
same,
the
yeah.
levels of things that we're seeing builders do. You can't now promote those in the traditional manner where it's a tweet here, and a Discord announcement there, or a screenshot. You do need to do these deep dives. People need to see how it can be interacted with, why they should go and play it, and take the time to go and use a system like this. So, I hope you guys are enjoying it. We're having like record numbers tonight. I certainly one of the busiest streams we've had in a long time. So again, appreciate everything. If you do have questions, hit us up in the comments. I am watching X. I'm watching
Oh yeah, if
underneath the
anybody has
X. Let's
any
go.
questions at all, yeah,
Oh yeah,
just
I
let
can
us know.
see we got
And
RC hype. Big up. Let's go. Um, my streaming screen, just black screen. Let's call out some of these people out. So we've got RC Hype, big up man. Almerta the Grand Mafia, I bet that's Mike, big up. Doctor Dot Tunk,
Yeah.
or Doctor Dotunk,
Oh,
Empire.
he's good fam. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
man,
yeah.
big up. He's been active in the Uni-Fy community as well. Kingdom, respect. Pirate on ETH, bless up to you. We got Aphrodite 10. Big up to you. Let's do some triple flames. The Clubhouse, yeah, that's a Utes PFP I can see there. Samili, big up to you. Hope you're still watching, showing some love.
Smalley, let's
Um,
go.
let's do some giveaways, man. Like if you're watching and you want to win an NFT right now, and we're going to give away Utes NFT, rejected Utes NFT, and we're also going to give away a real physical dog tag with your Uni-Fy badge
Ooh.
number on it. In fact, no, with a rejected Ute NFT that we're going to give you will be lasered onto it and sent out. We're going to do that right now.
What?
Let me
Lasered?
laser beams.
Lasers. I love lasers, man. Where's Laser at? He's good people.
I know he's
That
good
guy's
people,
awesome.
bro. Yeah, like he's literally just why I'm able to offer this giveaway is because he gave us this utility. Yeah, here it is. Let me send this to you. If you can pull it up on your screen,
Hell yeah.
Mr. Fungi, that would be awesome. I will send it in Discord now.
I'm
I
on it.
tell you what, I'm loving not having to control the screen, OBS, and my own voice and breathe at the same time. Like just doing the OBS and some other bits is a much less stressful experience. I'm enjoying it tonight.
I'm about it. Well, while you're sending that over, I'll show you guys really quick. So if you go to goclubhouse.io, connect your wallet, go into the games on the far left through the side there. You can go into the Rumbles games. This is pretty much how it's set up. So if you guys have played Royal Rumbles on Discord, uh, I pretty much built that, but all on chain. I've even added boosters to where you can use our token to buy the booster, and when you apply it in game, it only works once. It's a token sink, right? Half of it gets burned, half of it gets put back, and I think we have the burn on there. I have to double check that now that I say it out loud, um, but the other like it's just going to go back into staking rewards, and fueling the economy. Um, but yeah, here's the post right here. Claim your Uni-Fy badge. Badge is a dog tag. Thanks to Laser Ace.
So
Let's
yeah,
see if you can.
obviously
There we
we're
go.
gonna. This one says the unified badge, which we're more than happy to give you one. But what we want to do is we want to give someone right now a rejected Utes NFT, and that is going to be lasered for you onto this dog tag. So rather than the
Oh,
badge
that's
there,
sick.
you're going to see the Utes, the rejected Ute that you've got, and your NFT number. If you want, you can have your NFT number there as well. I think in that post is the contact form, like there is a contact
Yep.
form there, so you can all
Claim
go and
your.
order, and just there's a section on there on the form that says, is there anything else that you want us to know? And if you want that, then just use that and just put in, I won the
Right
Utes
there.
NFT. Fill that out. It's going to
Uh,
give us your shipping address. It'll all stay anonymous, so don't worry. And then you will receive that in the post.
I do want to say though, just so it's I know it's funny because there's the actual Utes, and then we started off as the rejected Utes. Um, but one of the things I want to make sure I clarify, because we never actually had any affiliation with the D Gods or Frank or anything like that. When I started building the actual clubhouse about two and a half about 2 years ago, um, we dropped Utes from the name. We weren't able to do it from the entire collection all at once, just because I would have had to done one by one. I'm gonna have to build a thing to actually update our metadata. Um, but yeah, we changed it over just to the rejects because we felt that was more along our line of our brand and how we actually um,
Oh, the
more
rejects. My
representing
bad.
us. Yeah.
My
No,
bad.
it's totally cool. It's funny because with in SoulScan it still says the Rejected Youths Club and stuff like that. And there's a few different places where it still says that, and it's hard to get all of that branding switched even a year and a half plus later.
Yeah, man. We get a script set up. It'll be able to do that for you.
Yeah,
to do all of it for you.
yeah, that's definitely on my list. But I do have that whole thing in here, so you can, um, uh, I think that would be sick. So how do you want to do that giveaway? I think that's one of the coolest freaking things on the planet. To get a reject put on one of these dog tags. So, um, I'm over here like definitely gonna have to get me a Pimp King on one of those. You know?
Oh, 100%, we got you, bro. Like, yeah, let's get some comments, man. Like, if you're watching this, I assume you're on X if we can see you. And so drop a comment, or go in the live chat, whatever, um, whatever it
Even
is
if
that you
you're
want to
on
do.
Twitch,
Yeah,
yeah, if you're on Twitch, any of that, whichever, drop some comments, help share stuff out. Make sure you're following, take some friends, drop a meme, you know. Natural born chillers, I see you. I see
natural
you. I see,
born
so there's
chillers.
also a whole, if you're looking at my screen right now too, there's also a whole yeah, there's a whole giveaway that I'm doing
A
while
lot more
we're
giveaways.
actually on the stream. So if you're on X and you go through and you just like, retweet, say hi in the chat, any of our chats, just make sure you like and retweet. There's
Boom, we got
74 people have seen the giveaway. We got 271 watching. So I mean, everybody who's watching on X right now, there's another 200 of you that could see that post if you just like, retweet, help with that giveaway. I'll pass out two OG rejects just for that part by the end of the stream. On top of, I mean, the more people that play the Rumble, so this is kind of the Rumble system. Once enough people play, I go through and I run each round of the Rumbles, and you'll see when a booster runs, you'll see this, that, and the other, right? And by the end, we get winners, and we see who wins the prizes and who gets the NFTs. You claim your prize right here in the rewards, right on the platform. There's nothing to send out to you. You can claim it right then, right there. It's built
that's awesome.
working, like I got a few different things like this to clean up still as I look back through. I'm like, crap, there's still some quality of life improvements. So this is still very much like just, like
An open beta.
open,
Remembering
100% open beta.
that Solana is still in beta, guys. So, let's be real here. Like, this is active and live, and you guys can come and use it. And no doubt, and stop me here if I'm wrong, Mr. Fungi, but you would be quite happy to pay bug bounties, right? Like, if someone comes to you and has discovered something going on, or something that's wrong with the platform, you'd reward them for something like that, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, if it's especially if it's something really that I know when it comes to the small little things and little bugs that there's a lot of stuff I do know about, and it's a constant work in progress. But if someone shows up with like, hey, yo, you got to like, this is, you need to make sure you, please let me know. I'll give you a founder's pass. Like, there's, for critical bugs, something that's platform breaking. If you're a white hat, that kind of thing. Um, yeah, please help, because I have honestly relied 100% off of um, countless hours of my own testing, along with very heavy community involvement. We've been live testing this for months now, and it's like, I've got six kids, and it's my thing for me is it's family and Web3 and tie dye. It's like my three different facets of life, and this takes up a good chunk of all that. So when it comes to like the testing and everything, like, I'm very much like deep in on that on a regular basis, trying to break things, figure out, make sure that security is there and that kind of stuff. So if there's somebody who, I'm sure there's plenty of people who are way more knowledgeable than this than I am. Um, I definitely open up and welcome that for any sort of help there. I 100% appreciate that for a bug bounty, because yeah, our founders passes are like just under 0.1% of the entire platform revenue share. Once things start to get moving, we haven't started rev share yet, because we really don't have a whole lot of funds moving in. So, but once things start moving, we start getting regular users again. Like, we were um, back when our old developer was working on stuff, we were just doing the staking side, and our Rumbles just got started. The original developer and whatnot was working. He had left our, our private keys in the front end of the platform, so anybody could just, drain our wallet, and that's pretty much what happened. But if he hadn't done that, we had just gotten started, where we were doing about 3 to 4 SOL a day on project income, and I was just about starting to pass out rev share for the founders. We were just starting the SOL drops through the staking, so it'd be lovely to get back to that point again where we're able to reward our founders and whatnot for the long term vision that they had. So
I love that, man. And look, this is exactly why you're here, man, because every time we've spoken, you're always pushing the envelope, you're always moving forward, you're always thinking about what you can do for other people, man. And 6 kids, like I've got 3, and it feels like 6. So I'm assuming 6 feels like 15, and
some
it must
days,
compound from there. But, and it's not, it doesn't mean it's stressful, but it's just the amount of time it takes to run a family and
well,
then
everybody needs
be able
attention
to
and love,
switch your
and
brain, yeah, and then be able to switch your brain to work, and lock in is really, really true dedication, man. I mean, I know only too well how difficult that can be. So, yeah, lots and lots of respect, man.
no, I appreciate that. Man. Half the time I'm building this, it's going over there, stirring dinner, coming back, checking, testing, running new code updates, pushing, running back, stir, dishes, laundry, whatever. Dogs need to go out barking at people. It's the whole kit and caboodle. It keeps me busy. But no, I feel like honestly, like that's part of what also helps me be able to not just that in the long time business ownership, small business ownership experience I've had over the years. Like I feel like all of that kind of combined gives me that level of patience and that ability to kind of roll with the punches, be able to pivot when needed when something doesn't go the way I want it to, that kind of thing. But I'm going to go ahead and start this because we got a couple people here. You can really see how it runs live because I haven't seen anybody else jump in yet. So I'm
Yeah,
going to go
let's
ahead and
do
just
it.
show you guys how this first round went, how this first round goes. So, I hit start, no events yet. Start soon, right? So I click back over, and for right now it's a manual process. So I pushed the second round. We got Gob just searched for resources. I died. There you go. Looks like you're exploring, and Uniki scouted the area for potential threats. So I'm the only one who's dead at the moment.
It's real out here, baby.
How this first round goes. Uniki explored. Gob caught you off guard and killed you. Look at that. So you're
Yeah,
dead now.
bro, how are we gonna
So we
host
got.
this? Like, we're both brown bread.
I know, right? We dead. Let's see which one of these guys.
Not gonna make it.
Oh, they're both hanging out. They're just preparing, strategizing. All right, we got a winner. Nikki killed Gob.
This is awesome.
Bro just won himself a reject, right? So now when he goes through in there and he's connected with his wallet, that'll pop up. That'll pop up with a claim reward, and I want to say we got our little fees right here. Claim victory. So 15 cents, to claim the rewards and the NFT back, all that back and forth. And we try to keep all the fees super cheap. To join a battle, it's what, penny and a half. So
Come on.
like try,
Look, guys,
right? Like,
we can get more of you in here. Like, come on, let's do some
right.
join some rumbles. We're gonna give away more prizes. Look, you need to let me get this. I'm gonna pin this exact.
So just to remind you guys, there are other. I do have. So if you guys want to get in on a decent game and play, I do have a founder's pass up for grabs and a really nice rejected bot. We've got only 4 people in the game so far. Everybody in the game looks like, except for Rev, has a booster, so you can kind of see what the boosters do, that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, there's a bunch of games live. There's a lot of stuff live here for our different connected unified communities.
How much is the founder's pass worth?
A little, I think 0.66 or something like that. The floor is, and those things they were minted at they're 2 SOL mints. But you got a 1 SOL discount if you sent us 2 old OG rejects to burn. I'd give you a whitelist token, and then you're able to mint for 1 SOL. Um, And personally, I minted about 97, 98 of those things myself with burns. And then I also scooped a lot on secondary as well, because honestly, this has been these founders passes are personally my that's my retirement fund. So I we use the founders passes as our original developer costs to cover our developer fees, right? So we it was a year and a half mint to mint 350 founders passes,
Wow.
and I kept it open. Just that was our regular grind. I was reminding people, and I little bit by little bit from 30 down to $8, back up to 220. Just a little bit, rolling profits back into founders passes, making sure our developer was being paid each month, and honestly, when everything went to crap and we got exploited, it's like, well, how do we bounce back from that? Especially when we don't have a dev now. So that's how I got started into things. It's like after a couple months, I'm like, okay, I'm going to learn, and I did. So, and that's why we're here now. We're actually able to like the whole all that whatever that was spent, yeah, that's gone and whatnot. But now we have something that's actually fully built through Next.js, front and back, fully secure. Um, I've done my own, like, that's why I said, like, I've done my own penetration tests and stuff like that. But I've been using all sorts of different AI tools to double check stuff from different angles. But yeah, when it comes to white hat and stuff like that, the whole concept of a bug bounty, anybody who's watching, I'd love for help, for sure. I'd appreciate the hell out of it because, um, like teamwork makes the dream work and that kind of stuff. And I know for a fact that I'm not, by any means, like the highest experienced person on the planet. I'm still very much learning. Um,
I
and
hear you, man.
that
Yeah, I think that's
that's what
super
I love helping
valuable.
people.
And it goes back to what we were saying, right? Like it's the same thing. It's that engagement, even if, you're engaging to come and tear us apart, that's all part of the game, that it's equally as valuable. Obviously, constructive criticism is much more easy to receive, but, criticism is necessary to build real good products, that is the reality of it. So, do get involved, do engage, and give us that feedback. If you do see an issue, you've just heard it here first, you are going to be able to be rewarded for that. I have also seen some more engagement. I saw some people retweeting. Um,
Nice.
yeah, I think RC Hype I saw, and then one of your guys, where was that? In alerts. If I go to alerts here, yeah. So we've got Headless FOMO Chicken. 30 seconds
He's a
ago
good fan.
has, I think, just joined actually. Um, what can I see? Or is he claimed?
Longtime fam right there. I forget their name and
Just won
Discord right now,
first
but
place.
Headless
So
FOMO.
yeah, he's tweeted about just winning that Rumble. So that's awesome. Great work on that, man. You've just won a dog tag that we're gonna laser your rejected you on. So
Yes.
yes, King, you can claim that. DM me, DM Mr. Fungi. We'll get that sent, sorted and sent out of you with Mr. Laser. Ace himself will be lasering that in person. It will be touched by the god of lasering. Can you believe it? Before it's sent out to
Oh
you, man.
man.
So massive
Yeah, it's
congratulations.
that's unique. So honestly, there couldn't have been. I keep forgetting that's his ex name. This dude, he's couldn't be a better person to have won that. I got goosebumps right there, man. All love, brother, dude. Like
Let's go.
you're such good people, man. Definitely deserves that. We'll have to figure out which one he wants to choose because he's probably got. I want to say I think he's the pimp master when it comes to our OG collection. He's got like 30 some, 40 some pimps. So um, he's been collecting for years.
This is awesome,
See
man. So
what's
yeah,
his
well
favorite
deserved.
PFP.
And this is what happens, man. You engage, you win. We're not just going to give this away to people who have just turned up. they've come to farm something to flip it. Like that's not going to happen. We were talking about this on our spaces that, a lot of projects have had to stop giving stuff away purely because people just don't see the value in it. Fair enough, right? That's absolutely fair enough that you don't see the value in it. You see it as free money. If you need to go and buy a Big Mac or whatever it may be, that's all good. But when it comes to giving away stuff that people have spent hours building, has infinite value that's not been accomplished yet because we're still young in building, then we're going to give that to the people that have been with us a long term and see the long term vision as well. All right. So, yeah, just to clear that up, guys, the farmers
Hell
can
yeah.
continue to farm, but you can do that in your own field, not in ours.
Hell yeah.
306 views, guys, come on. Like, this is a massive
Let's go.
spaces for us. Let's go.
Well,
Teamwork makes
let's
the dream work.
since we got some people checking stuff out, so I'll show you guys a couple small things here. One, we Gob, GOB1, you got that. He's a great longtime community member, and
Mhm.
he's also been doing stuff with Doodle Devils, a lot of drip house art. Um, but I approached him because of his AI skills, and I wanted to create because he had sent me some just cool variations of rejects, yeah, with his different styles, and I'm like, it'd be fun to do a whole mutations collection that's different. Each main trait is a different mutation, right? Um, and so that's kind of what he did. I want to say there's like 15 or 17. I forget how many different types of mutations that he did. Rejected. Pull the actual collection up here for you.
Oh,
So,
wow.
like, there's some of
Oh,
these
wow.
that are like, oh, that's not what I was trying to do. I should do that.
That is mega.
Like, the art on some of these are just insane.
Excuse me.
Like there's some really really cool PFPs that he created. Different variants. So what he did
You've
was he
got like a
took some of
Homer
the.
Simpson animated one of these that I saw, or is that
Oh,
what
that's a.
Retro did?
Um. So there's a Homer and Bart uh one of one in our one of one collection. We got like 30 one of ones. And that was Tom, the guy who did our rejected bots.
Okay.
We've got this collection. He he's from Buckstown. Him and Spasato actually did a whole free 420 collection for us way back in the day, and they did that for us. But um, no, this is like some next level.
Yeah,
Like,
really awesome.
yeah, cartoon stuff. We've got monkeys. Like, come on, you can do it. My bandwidth's like, we got 6 kids trying to do stuff on this.
Yeah, right.
But like he really knocked this whole collection just straight out the park. Like there's just like the level of difference between the styles and stuff. So anyway, we've got this whole mutated collection, and um, we've only got 68 minted so far, and the only way to get one is to burn an OG reject and pay the 0.125 soul mint fee. So what I was thinking it'd be fun to do is maybe like take this guy and let me see what I've got already under my mutations because these are my guys. All right, so I know what we've got. The biggest issue with being new to all this is also figuring out how to make your stuff look as fancy as um, the Launchman NFT and stuff like that, right? Like there's really like they go so far on their system. I'm not even at that close to that level yet, but um,
Bro, took them way more than 3 months, and I had way more than one person doing it, so I wouldn't beat yourself up too much.
right. I try to
And
remind
and
myself that too
let's put it this
sometimes.
way, right? Like these guys, they must be doing like 1 million a month, and like their platform could definitely be way better than it is. So, look at it
Ooh.
like that.
So that's the guy I just minted. So that's what happens when that's the whole process
Oh,
from
so you
burn
just
to
burn
mix.
and you just got that one. Should we give
Yep,
that
I just did
away?
that live. Yeah, that's why I did it, man. Look at this says the trippy skin. This is my absolute favorite skin in the entire collection, or fur, I should say, fur type in the entire OG collection. It's the refactored trippy with the
Let's
tribal
go.
mutation.
Let's go. Let's go.
So
Let's
yeah,
go.
this will be given away to one random person that from the main. I want to say, let's see, um, where is
What other notification we got going? 316 of you legendary watchers, listeners, viewers taking part. We love to see it. And we want to reward you. That's why we're here. We've just minted a trippy skin that meant burning a OG collection. So come on, like, does anybody want to win that? How are they going to win
right?
it?
So right here on this main post, where we went live on X. We'll do it. We'll do an X giveaway because it's the easiest for me to be able to take care of it. Um, it's just going to be built into this by the end of the stream. One random person that does the retweet, likes, follows both. Honestly, just follow Uni-Fy right now because you'll find Clubhouse through that. We don't have the link for the rejects on there. It's silly how it works on setting up the live streams, but uh, follow Uni-Fy and do post your wallet. Just simply post your wallet. I don't even you don't even have to tag anybody else. Just retweet, like, even do a bookmark. You get,
Yeah, nice.
maybe I'll give you an extra. Throw a bookmark on there. That helps with the algorithm. But that'll help just everybody see the space and yeah. Before the end of the
319.
stream, I'll go ahead and give that out.
Let's go, man. So yeah, you
And
heard
then on
it. There's
top of it all,
prizes going. Let's go. Come on.
right? And on top of it all, there's still multiple Rumbles live. Um, so if you go to goclubhouse.io, jump right on in, man. Connect your wallet. You show up at the landing page. You can go straight to the games, find featured rejected Rumbles, join battle now,
So
figure
are
out
you
the game
doing
you want to
another
play.
live stream? Venture Mind Community
Well,
giveaway.
yeah, we've got
Oh, so I could just enter all of these, right?
yeah, I mean, if you hold any of these tokens, so this is the Venture Mind, this is for Odin community. So what I did was I gated it. So each one of these communities, like you can see what you can win by playing the game. You can see who's joined it so far, and we'll make sure that I mean, it's all manually running it, so I'm not going to run it until enough people join and I get the okay from the community and they're ready to go ahead and run it. I want to give them that chance, because if you look at it, like there's 100,000 rejected tokens between the
So
two games, along with 5 OG rejects and 2 rejected bots for each of these live games right now.
this is really awesome, man. So look, this is the value that's been provided to the Unified Brand partners. All right, is they have now been added to this game and there are prizes ready for you to go and win. So if you play Rumble in the Discord, come over here, try a game over here if you hold Venture Mind, if you hold Odin, if you hold Boon, if you hold DeFi, DeFi times DEFTZ. And look, it's one of each of these tokens, which no doubt is less than $10, less than a dollar, less than 50 cents,
Yeah.
probably less than 1 cent to get involved here. So, come and do this, man. Like, take advantage. This is a great way. This is what I've said, is when utility can be refined and added. A great example is Mike of Emerta over at Empire. Those guys there, they haven't had to hire any devs because what they've done is they've taken advantage of all of the incredible utilities, white label services that are available in the ecosystem, in his network and in the Uni-Fy network. And so this is one of those utilities. If you are a young project on your roadmap, you're not sure what your utility is going to be, simply networking and partnering with a project like the Clubhouse with Uni-Fy is going to give you that network that's instantly going to unlock utilities that you can then utilize, that your community can utilize, and that you can take advantage of. That's going to add value. It's going to help mint you out. It's going to help, sell out your token, whatever you want. This is adding utility to your token because it's now gated. You have had to do nothing. No dev work, not even the founders didn't even have to do anything. It's all done between Uni-Fy and the fun guy, and this has been put together and made live and active for you, So again, insane value. It's, really, really is unmatched.
Oh, 100%. And the connection back and forth between communities is honestly the best part. I feel like being able to um, have that introduction and that structured introduction because you can get friends and stuff and you go in through tickets and yeah, how's it going? But when you actually have a proper structure, hey, oh, these guys, you need to work with this guy. These guys need to work. You guys need to work. Okay, now you guys need to meet these guys. Okay, hey, come on up here. You guys need to talk a little bit. Like that level of introduction where people are able to actually um, have that trusted level of okay, I can work with this person. They're actually doing something. This isn't some random person who's just trying to take one soul and walk off from me. But you know what I mean? Like it's
Exactly.
a
Yeah.
it's a solid level of community. And that's kind of why we start, how we started with the rejects is like we wanted to not we got rejected from the Utopia mint, and when they're on the
Where
mint
we all
tubes,
got
like,
rejected.
right, right. And that's why it's so awesome, right? Because everybody's felt rejection at some point. So he's like, well, we're the rejects. Fuck it. We're still gonna vibe anyway. I'm like, I'm over here with years of business experience. Like, I got this cool idea, Frank. Yo, hey, Frank, Frankie there. I was like poking at him on a regular basis. We'd give him crap and all that junk. And like, hey, Frank, I got this idea. You should invest in us. Like, help me make this happen, dude. Like, this is a really cool idea. And you know what? No matter how many different people I've tried to bring this to, I have talked to pitch. I've stood in front of, not stood, but like I've done all sorts of different spaces and Discord, voice channels and stuff, and intro sessions and pitches and stuff to different investors and whatnot over the last few years. And honestly, when it's come down to it, my biggest thing is like, I'm just going to build this myself. Like if nobody
100%,
wants
man.
to build it with me, I'm going to
100%,
do it.
bro. That's what it comes
And
down to, man. I know the feeling only too well. Only too well, and this is I think they say like entrepreneurs and founders are the crazy people who think their idea is going to be done in a weekend and they're still
oh
there
yeah,
3 years later. Like that's the reality of it. Like this, 6 weeks, a month,
well,
maybe, and
see that.
then it grows and it builds and it gains momentum and develops. And here we are now, right? You've built this platform out, and the story as to why you built this platform out, because I will do it my damn self. If you want a job done properly, do it yourself, as they say. Devs fucking you around, people letting you down. Um, and this is the outcome, right? You trained yourself, you educated yourself, you took, and you could have gone, oh, that's a shame. I can't do it. When every one of
Right.
us knows, no matter what it is that we need to do in life, in business, we can do it. It might mean a 6 week deep dive. It might mean 2 years in the gym. It might mean, going to rehab. Whatever it is that you think you can't do, you definitely can do it. You're just choosing not to. And the minute you switch that to say, I'm choosing to do this no matter how hard the path is, that's when you end up with results like this, man.
Oh, mom's in the bedroom, I think. Sorry, I got kids. Kids always like to jump in and say hi and ask questions. Is because
Bro, do you
our
know,
kitchen's like straight that way, and our living room is both of our home offices and our TV space. And
fair. I know the feeling, man. I literally, yeah. And look, today. Just talking of kids, like my daughter was between the two chairs. So like there's like an armchair and a sofa, and then there's a gap in the middle, and she's got her hands on both sides, and she's swinging like a um,
Ah,
pendulum,
oh my God.
and the head went too far forward and the hands were behind her, and that gravity did the rest, bro, and she just literally ate the floor so hard. Claret everywhere. It's like the first time she's had a major, bloody injury, bless her. And she, oh man, it was
Oh,
so brutal. It was like literally about 40 minutes before the stream, and yeah, managed to calm her down. And it's only like it's a cut here and a cut here on the top lip and the bottom lip, but man, it was so brutal. It was the loudest bang. It scares you. Like
oh
I was like, and then
man.
you're like, what? She just face planted. Sorry, we fully digress there, but yeah, the
No,
joys of
I've had to
parenting,
like
man.
been I've been over here working on code and stuff, and in between dishes and this, and all of a sudden I look out and I see because we've got I got ages between 7 and 18 at my house here. So like I've got half the time is one of my two younger girls, like 7 and 9, and I'll look out there and someone's like stuck in the springs of the trampoline and like like I'm like, oh shit, and I'm running out there going trying to save a kid. But yeah, no, it's crazy. But then all at the same time, like you understand, like you're in between. Like that one time you're talking, you're like, yeah, I'm just finishing up taking care of kids. We just had a whole, I forget the one story you had where like just right before the space, a bunch of crap went down and one of the kids was going bonkers, and you were just walking into somewhere, and I'm like, yeah, that's dedication too.
Yeah,
Like I was coming to you live from Valley Fair the one day, like
yeah, yeah. Literally with a roller coaster in the background, bro. This is it,
right.
man. This is it. Like real life out here.
But no, I wanted to show you the other game, another concept that I've already built out that's fully live on the Clubhouse. And
Okay.
one of the reasons why it's kind of fun for um, any project or other NFT collection to use the platform, because when you get your NFT collection integrated and live, um, it works in our profile system under rejected idol. So we've got it so you can go in and you can choose, like if you're, like one of the no, oh, maybe not have the nobodies. Um, let's go for, do I have my rhino? Or did this break on me and it's not going to let me work right at the moment while I'm showing you? Let's see if it pulls. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So I'll have to fix that again, it looks like. Um, when you fix something, something else breaks, and
Yeah.
then you're doing a live stream, and then it doesn't work for you.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll have that back up tonight and when working for you guys. But the cool part about this, I even have a lucky leprechaun. Who's that? I just saw him. There. Yeah, I got two of their collections in there. But yeah, so like pretty much it allows you to load all of the NFTs that you're holding, set it as your profile, um, and then you can go through and participate in Rejected Idol. And then the whole purpose of that is kind of like my own take on American Idol, or
Okay.
um, or even like European Idol. That whole concept. It's a training, like a train, compete, talent based RNG game. Um, so initially you can mint uh, these boosters directly from our launchpad. So you can go in, and that's why I was kind of showing while we were talking earlier. You can use rejected tokens, or you can use Solana. I keep it super cheap. It's a discount to use rejected, and you actually burn 1,000 rejected tokens each time. We've got a very deflationary mechanic built in, and everybody who stakes on our platform earns rejected tokens. So there's a lot of incentive to have the token, use it, spend it, store it, hold on to it. Um, there's tons of different use case scenarios for it, but um, once you get your NFT, you can go here, your NFTs, uh, your different idle boosters. You can go through and you're able to equip them. So I've got T-shirts, I've got consumables, we got sunglass type, eyewear. We've got musical instruments, and there's 10 different instruments. There's like between 3 to 5, I think, different um, other types of boosters like the shoes and whatnot. And yeah, it's pretty much you're able to equip. It gives you your, how many you got equipped there and your slot power. So right now, as you can see, I don't have my boost for, I have a level bonus, but I don't have my boost for my collection bonus. But if I equip these boosters, or once you hit level 5, right here shows you your level chart. Um, you can see once you hit level 5, you get an extra slot. When you hit level 10, you get another extra slot. You see the win boosts that you get, the rejected token boost that you get, the experience amount it's required to get to these different levels up to level 20 for now. Um,
So,
so
so
all of it's
deep.
built
And look,
right.
let me just think for a minute. So you mentioned earlier your founders passes. And as I understand it, the founders passes are given rewards for the whole platform. Is that right?
They will be,
They,
yes,
you
they
know,
will
when the
be
time
the
comes, like,
sole,
yeah,
yeah.
the sole beneficiary factor of your platform, right? And so I'm just thinking, like if you're a project out here now, watching this, you're a founder, you're a builder, or you're someone who wants to be, then what I suggest doing is hit the rejects, the Clubhouse in the DMs, Mr. Fun Guy in the DMs, and say, look, if I were to say buy 5, 10, X number of founders passes, how can we work tighter, closer together to proliferate the whole brand ecosystem? You're talking about not needing to do tokenomics because you have the rejected token in there. You've got staking mechanics, you've got game mechanics, you have all this utility, and you would be getting rewards from holding a founders pass. So I think there's massive potential there. If you are looking for a way to add more utility and value, then I think this is a great path for you. Obviously, you need to come to Uni-Fy as well, but for me, we're here, we're focusing on the Clubhouse, and I think this is a great entry point for young founders. Not only, and I don't mean young in age, I mean young in your business or project's progression, to get a real head and shoulders start on adding real utility to your project and business. So definitely bear that in mind. These are the sorts of networks that when you're in, you heard Fungi talking earlier about his friend being very well connected in the marble racing and general streaming area. Again, that all has a trickle down effect. We call it cross pollination, where you're a bumblebee, if you will. Even if you're a community member, you've got a little bit of pollen from each of these projects that you're interacting with, and some gets dropped elsewhere, and then you see these flourishing utilities that come from that. So again, just don't be afraid to knock DM doors, and drop comments and ask questions. Join the Unified Discord, join the Rejected Discord, and check us out. Also pinned under the tweet is the Rejected brand page, which links direct to their website, their X, and Discord as well. So again,
Oh
very,
yeah.
very nice, sexy little link tree you could think of Unify as well, where you can discover and do your own research on these projects and businesses.
Well, I think that just shows having a bunch of people paying attention while we're doing this deep dive and going through all of this just shows the value of the Unify overall connected network, because I mean, when you're doing this stuff on your own, unless you do it on a regular basis, it's hard to be able to get that level of network reach. And we've got between our different projects and our connected projects a decent size, connected network, and that's what I love to be able to try to figure out different ways to tap into, and that's part of the reason um, why I built something like Only Dads, where you can you know make your own money out, monetize this platform yourself as a project or an influencer or an artist who's trying to get your artwork out there, that kind of stuff. It's all about trying to different, that cross pollinate, that back and forth, trying to share networks and build that level of connectivity and growth and value, and that's really what I want to see, the clubhouse in the long term. I mean, I've got my little built-in um, ad space at the top, and I've got a couple of different projects I'm going to be working with to put some stuff up on there. It's just
One of them's
you
called
guys are
Unify.
friends. Of course, you know, yes, like
Look,
that's the whole point, like we've got so many different friends that are building so many different things. And if you've been around this long and you're still working in Web3 and you haven't rugged a bunch of people and you're still just building your brand and creating what you're trying to create, your vision, your platform, your community, whatever you're doing, I mean, those are the people. That's why we're working together, is we're actually here working.
exactly that. And do you know what I'm doing right now? I'm just
You're looking
opening
at
up.
the affiliates page, it looks like. Yeah.
Oh man, I
Is that the
definitely wasn't planning on sharing that bit of the screen. That's hilarious. It doesn't
oopsie?
it, it
Oops,
doesn't
oops,
matter at all, but I was like, so on OBS you got that studio mode where I was trying to like queue up the next scene,
Yeah.
and then I don't know why it's like switching before I tell it to switch. I thought you have to like hit transition. Learning on the job, as you can see, but I thought a great time to just throw in some mystery keys, right?
Yeah.
And we got this game going. I want to just make sure you guys can hear this setup because um, this is a slightly different setup. Again, using OBS, you have to set your audio parameters and everything else. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Learning on the job, as you can see, but yeah, you can hear me. Okay, that's awesome. So, where were we? Let's go back over here. So, this is Misty Keys, and this is actually a franchise. So you can come and you can white label a version of this if you are a brand. And again, adding additional utility to your business, your brand. And the incredible thing is, this is also a raid to earn. All right, so it means that you can earn a key that's going to enable you to unlock chests for free simply by tweeting or posting your tweet into this. Hit and submit. It will automatically add you a key. You can do this once a day for everyone who's on this franchise platform. We actually have 6 more of these about to go live. All right. And so that means you can come and you can open these boxes. You can see here we got some utes in here, some rejected utes. We got some Uni-Fy badges. We got some other enemies. We got defenders in here. We got some zombies. We got Bigfoot 404. We got some soldiers. We got digi blunts in here, and some cool art that I collected over the years as well. Some airdrops, some DYO, some other one, and we've got a bond. These are just sold out. You can't get these anymore. Limited amount. These pay
Oh, is
out.
that the ABCs or whatever? The ABs?
Yeah, exactly. And so what this does, it showcases everything that's in these boxes that you can win. You win more mystery keys, you can win dollars in USDC, Solana, as well as all of these partner tokens as well. All right. So super powerful tool. You can have this white labeled and branded to you as a company, as a business, and it's not gambling because they can play for free. All right. You can play for free purely by tweeting every day. So come and give it a go. There are 6 different boxes that you can open, different chests. Emerald being the rarest, it's going to cost you 50 keys. Right, so this is not only an engage to earn system and a utility system, which you could only accept your SBL token because it's revenue generation as well. You can sell packs of keys. These keys, you can buy these at a discounted price, which is going to enable you to open more boxes at once, right? And you can see that when these open, it's going to play a pretty loud sound effect. Apologies for that. But you can see here, we would have just won $200 in USDC, for example, and that's going to get sent straight out to your wallet, which I think is extremely, extremely powerful. So if you guys want a chance at winning one of these, I'm sure that there is a founder's pass in here as well. I did put one in here, unless
Ooh.
someone's won it already, but the image may have just moved out of sight. But yeah, so there's more, even more NFTs than what you can see here in there. But yeah, one of them is the Founders Pass, so a great way to win some really, really valuable NFTs. And if you're familiar with the Bigfoot 404 community, these guys are absolutely legendary traders. Everyone in there is printing money, and just by holding that, you're going to be able to get access to their gated Discord. Um, Defenders makes your wallet undrainable. Reposer, there's Reposer. I forgot these in here. These are like nearly $100 NFTs, and it varies and ranges up from there. But yeah, so this is a great opportunity to come and do that. You can get these for free, and everyone who joins, you just saw me in the admin panel. So everyone there who's joining, I'm giving a free key to. Every new sign up, you come, you connect your wallet,
Nice.
sign up, and I will add a free key to every new user wallet. It happens sort of every 24 hours. So if you sign up now and I don't look, I will look in the morning and you'll get that updated. I will actually have a look sooner than that. So you'll get those keys added. Yeah, so that's a little bit of alpha for you. But back to the scheduled show with
Let's
the
go.
Clubhouse. I'm going to go back over, hold on. How do I do this? Get rid of that. And then we go over here. Nice transition. And boom, we're back.
Nice. Man, I was gonna say too, I don't know if you can see, can you see my screen right now?
Yep, I can. Yeah, yeah. It's all back over to you now. You are running the screen share.
Nice. Just so you guys know, the winner of that reject earlier, he Uniki jumped in and claimed it. Smooth sailing on that claim too. So
Let's
he's
go.
already gotten that, and dude was already showing off. He's excited because where's the laser? Or this is the one that he's gonna laser or have the laser man laser for him. This guy. That's
Oh man,
his
that's a banger.
tie dye king.
So there's an
Yeah.
option. Look, what we might do here, because I know Laser Ace is waiting on the delivery of his next laser machine, which enables full color. So at the
Nice.
moment it would be, it's not black and white, but it's like
Yeah.
lasered off
Integrative.
paint and then the paint that kind of makes up the contrast of the color. So it's up to you. Obviously, if you want to just claim it now, you're more than welcome to do that and you could buy another one later. But if you do want to like lock in this, we can put the order in and then you will be top of the press to be printed in the new 3D full color version. So I'll leave that up to you, the FOMO chicken, and just let us know. You can DM me or you can DM Mr. Fungi, and he is
Yeah,
gonna, yeah, let you know.
I don't want to totally speak for him, but I'm guessing he'd go for the full color. He's been
It's
waiting for years for the clubhouse to look how it's supposed to. So like I don't know, I could see him being okay with waiting for a little bit on a new laser machine. You never know.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. Give him the option, man. But yeah, because it is such
That's
a
awesome.
colorful one, I feel like it would be insane to see that in full color lasered.
100%. Yeah, that'd be super freaking dope. And honestly, any of the rejects in laser would be sick to see. That was one of the most fun part about the coming out with our collection when we did. Everybody was revealing the Utes or was waiting on the Ute tubes to reveal, and about it was about 2 weeks before the reveal, we pushed live on Aptos and minted our first 3,000 NFTs for free. Um, and we were like we revealed the art first, so we were over here just poking fun, like, so do you need some help with the traits, Frank? We got some traits if you need to borrow some, and it's just silly shit like that. And yeah, after like realizing that Aptos wasn't going anywhere, we like, okay, well, we're gonna shut that down. And everyone was still waiting on the YouTube, so we were like, you know what, we're stopping at 3,000 and we're kicking up the last 7K on Soul, and that's what we did was we pushed the next 7,000 over on Soul, and 2.5, we're coming up on 3 years now. Um, 3 year almost 3 years later, 3 months short of 3 years later, we're at like 20 or I'm sorry, 5,600 ish, 5,800 ish. So out of a 10,000 collection, so I'm pretty
Minted.
stoked about that. Oh yeah, our collection's been minted out completely. we minted a whole 10,000 or 7,000 on Sol and 3,000 on Aptos.
Aptos. Wow, man.
And then we've also got the fun crazy part is I can kind of really quick I can share with you guys here. So if you go to our main page, goclubhouse.io, it doesn't just, show awesome information about, myself and the reason why I feel like I do have the experience to be able to build something and like, hey, like this is pay attention to this. I've been doing this for a while. I've been, real life different markets with artists, musicians, tech. My whole life, this has been my life building this kind of stuff. Going to Web3 just kind of makes sense for me. But outside of that, you can see how we've got a whole ecosystem of just our core collections, which is, that's six collections just within the like that we've launched ourselves, of like PFPs or utility. The one of one or the founders passes are the only ones that aren't PFPs. But then we've also got, GMers, Pixel GMers, our empty heads, only dads collections, our gallery. We've got the two different series of titty drippers. We've got booster cards for two different games. And we've got four different tokens in our ecosystem, not including um, I feel like I'm still missing something on that list. It doesn't seem like it's all of them. But you know what I mean? Like there's so much in our system that's already connected, and that's part of what um, the whole goal is with the clubhouse is to connect it all.
We
And
spoke about that, didn't we? Like having so many, like you don't need any more puzzle pieces. Now it's bringing that puzzle together so people can see the entirety of the image and then choose their favorite parts. Because, it's stupid to think that everyone is going to want to use everything, but this is such a
right,
broad ecosystem that there is something for everyone. And I think importantly, as a project partnering with you, there is something that can add utility for everyone, just by
well,
that partnership.
and I think the biggest thing, now that we've got a good chunk of people, and I'm sure there's still a bunch of people live watching too, um, the biggest thing, and this is completely untapped yet, and I haven't fully implemented everything. This is happening over the next couple days. But our GM life. So if you guys remember when GMers first launched, the little stick figure guys,
I
right?
flipped the shit
I
out
mean,
of those, man.
right. I minted like 60 right off the bat, and we rated hard. We had a
Yeah, they
lot of
ran up.
fun.
Yeah,
Um, but after a while, it's like, well, how do you monetize this? So the Clubhouse concept was in its prime. Ace handed over the project to me about a year ago. Right after he handed the project over to me, we got a little over a year ago. We had the exploit happen, and that's like having your knees cut off.
yeah.
So I wasn't able to do anything 100% yet. But my vision for what I wanted for GM Life never left, and it's only grown and grown and connected more. So what I've done, is I've created an pretty much the cornerstone of our engagement system, like our own built MMORPG essentially. But it's all idle. It's all I use our I created the whole. There's a 20,000 NFT collection of pixel jammers, and right now they're the only ones that work for the profile. I'm working on finishing up things at the moment still, but like there's even power levels and stuff and all sorts of things that are built into it. But the key though is through your daily actions, you're able. It's all about trying to build a regulate. So this is perfect for what you guys are doing with your affiliate side of things because I want to find a way to integrate with GM Life how our affiliates are able to earn through using different platforms because I can pull the API from anything. And like if there's an outgoing API or outgoing information, I can pull that data and aggregate it however we want and gamify it and then reward. So my thought is you get if you're just saying GM or GN, you can go through and put the tweet URL in there and verify the tweet. You got to make sure that this is where I was saying where you have to make sure that you do save your profile username because it'll double check that and make sure that you're actually connected to that profile. But you get wake up experience just for clicking wake up and engaging. You get your or 12 daily. I thought it was supposed to be less, but there's still tweaks to be made.
Hmm.
But you get luck, play rejected rumble.
I think I lost sound.
Got some.
Yo, mic
Can you still
check.
hear me?
Yeah, yeah, you're back. You're back.
Yeah, yeah. I had a spam call coming through. My bad. Um, but yeah, it's like rejected rumbles. You get up to I want to say it's up to 10 times a day. You're going to be able to claim luck experience. Same thing with your meme lord. Now the cool part about that is that meme lord, the luck is through rejected rumbles, but meme lord, that's through only dads. That's it's already built. I just have to finish connecting it. But when you go to the gallery and you go through and you mint your memes, or you go through and you generate something, this system will read it and authorize your approval on it, or will authorize the approval to give you your up to 10 times a day your experience. Um, Best part is you go through and you earn your experience. I don't have the whole um, the entire leveling system isn't fully completed here yet. This is still just the very base. Um, but we'll have training. We'll have our main battles. There's a whole equipment system that's coming through when it comes to even weapons, the type of chair that you're sitting in, the tech that you're using. Um, all these different equipables are going to connect. They're all going to work between battles and how much you're earning in your training and how much you're earning through actually claiming your experience. And it all goes back through being able to be a part of the GM life. And I've got some fun stuff in the future that I've got planned for that. But this is, just
What I
that
think as
initial
well
grind, you know?
is, with the network we've got like Chief, Dope Fox, Solana, Sky Pilots, Companions, and Crouton Jones. You've got all of these gaming development studios, and it's like you've got like the foundation, the technicals, the MMO style stuff. Those guys have got the AAA game layer, you know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, I can see these pieces coming together. And the
Yeah,
fact that Uni-Fy is gamified, of course we have APIs and will definitely be integrating directly into your platform so people be able to excuse
yeah,
me, so that people be able to then, cross pollinate like we were talking about earlier, and really then you'll be able to track who's driving conversations, who's bringing people on, which I think is so powerful for founders and everyone. Those analytics we saw earlier that you've brought, it's just extremely exciting, man. I think you've built an incredible platform here. It's been a really good deep dive. I have to say I'm getting kind of like a little bit zoned out now. I feel like it might be time to bring the stream to an end. Um, but I think this is going to become a much more regular thing. Every week we've been doing this now for, I think, 4 weeks, and each week it's gotten better. We've gotten more viewers, and I've
oh
really
yeah,
enjoyed streaming with you, man. I feel like we need to do a regular stream together. That's just something that we do, because the vibes are good, bro, and we got a lot to showcase. And I think again, when you're building like this, we're building in public, right? You can go and check
yeah,
Unify, you can go and check the Clubhouse. You will see bugs, you will see things missing. These are MVPs. These are our most viable products that we're going to then build on and build on and build on. And so these like weekly events that we're doing are really going to enable you to see that weekly progress, the builds that we're doing. Um, so yeah, man, do you want to like now run through kind of your call to actions, and what you want people to do, how they can get involved, and anything else you want to cover?
yeah. Real quick, I'll just point out that we have a lot built, and it's still just kind of scraping the tip of the iceberg of what the overall vision is. As you can see, we've got 12 plus games in development. Um, we've got more mints coming. We've got cross-chain utility. Imagine being able to connect any token or NFT on any blockchain and instantly be able to use raffles, stake for a token, build a community page, have a chat system. Um, like I've got a whole bunch. nonstop ideas to be able to build on top of this layer after layer after layer. So, really, what it comes down to is if you want to be a part of what I'm doing, what I'm building, you want to be able to follow it. Obviously, the rejected underscore clubhouse on Twitter. Check out our page through Uni-Fy. You can get Twitter, Discord. I'm mostly active on Discord daily. Um, Along with if you've got one of these OG rejects, don't forget we do have a burn to mint whole thing I showed you guys earlier, and the cool part is we do have one of those to give away, which I'm gonna go ahead and do really quick right now before we go any further. There it is. So this guy right here, and we're looking at the main thingamabobber here. We got 21 people who have commented, 19 have retweeted. Let's do picker. And then yeah, I'd say really reach out through to me through Discord um if you're trying to get involved in any way, if you've got a project you want to know how I can help or how we can connect or collaborate, that kind of stuff. Um, I'm always open to partnerships and all that kind of stuff. I like the idea of adding other people's utilities to my platform as well and being able to both win on monetizing microtransactions. So like make it cheap and we split fees, everybody wins. Um, that kind of stuff. So um, definitely kind of where my brain's always going.
Everyone, by the way, who has connected to Mystery Keys, I've just added keys to your wallet so you can go and open one for free right now. Are you doing a Twitter picker?
Yeah, I'm doing a picker for the mutation. The man,
Oh, come on.
yes.
Yes, he's a new member to
Yo,
Unify. Let's fucking go, man.
he's a
The
newer member
man.
to the rejects also.
Let's go.
Yo,
The Twitter picker knows the score, bro. We keep it in the
yo.
family.
Oh man, that is awesome. I will make sure you get this out tonight or very latest tomorrow morning, brother, as I gotta go check kids and stuff like that
Yep,
because we
yep,
have
yep.
got a solid space.
Let's
But
just
dude,
shout out 400 listeners, man. 400 listeners right now. 408
let's
viewers.
go.
Let's all take note of this. This is the beginning of the weekly Clubhouse Reject Unify space. It may be every Friday. We might move it to a different day, but this is going to be a weekly occurrence, guys. We're going to keep onboarding people both to the Clubhouse and to Unify. We haven't covered much of Unify tonight, but I'm going to let you do your own research on us. This has been about the Clubhouse. They have been an incredible new addition to the Unify platform, and Mr. Fungi is one of the most dedicated founders that I have had the pleasure of meeting in my journey
Let's
building
go.
Unify. 100% man, like always available, always doing multiple things. You know, we had an initial call even before, Mr. Fungi decided to really come on board and bring me on as an advisor and to come into Unify platform. And I was like, look, here's a couple of points that I would say about the website straight off the bat. And it was, I think, maybe 6 points I gave. And these points are points that I have learned, right? I've done accelerators. I've been building my product for over 2 years at this point, and this is stuff that no one told me um, until I was in accelerators with professionals with more experience than me. And it's brand narrative. It's lowering the barrier to entry, removing fiction, and giving a guided customer journey. And so that was the feedback I gave, and I'm sure it was less than 24 hours He'd come back, completely revamped the UI, implemented all of the aspects that I'd suggested and many, many more that he'd come up with himself. And that was when I was like, I know that this guy is a standout. It's a unicorn, a tie-dye unicorn with a beard in a Web3 space, man. We
Yes.
love it.
And they're down to my ass,
Yeah.
man, too, right? Yeah. No, I really appreciate that, dude. Honestly, I think it helps to validate that journey too. So I appreciate it because it's been, not just a user journey, but a founders and a developers and a father, and all that, the spouse's journey. Like it's a whole process, as you already know, dude. And honestly, when it comes down to what we're able to do together and the different connected communities and projects that are in Uni-Fy, like this has only been a couple weeks and we're
Yeah.
just like getting to meet each other. Like this
So
is awesome.
insane.
I'm
Yeah.
really, really excited, dude. Like I appreciate the hell out of you, dude. I really do. So thank you very much, and thanks for the crap ton of listeners and viewers that we've
Yeah.
had tonight.
Thank you.
I'm Mr. Fun Guy, so check us out, and thank you very much for paying attention to what I've got to say. Like I'm trying to do something special. So thank you.
Yeah, yeah, well said, man. Absolute pleasure. And again, like 413 listeners, it seems to just keep going up. Like we could keep rocking. We do have responsibilities, and
Too many kids,
lots of
man.
yeah, too many kids, man. Just put yeah, and look, we're building, right? We're not going to stop building. We don't care if anyone gives us money or not. We're going to continue to self-fund to the point that we will sell kidneys if we have to, But the reality is, I don't think we're going to have to do that because people are starting to notice. People are starting to realize that projects in Web3 need to be more than just alpha groups, more than just meme tokens, more than just initial hype events. It needs longevity, sustainability, 5, 10-year plans. That's what we want to see. And that's what we're supporting with Uni-Fy. We're unifying all of Web3. Tonight's been all about the Clubhouse. Mr. Fun Guy, one of the funnest guys I've had the pleasure of working with in Web3. I'm going to go to the BRB screen, sorry, the ending screen, and I'm going to bring in some tunes from Retrospect to play you out. I hope
Nice.
you enjoy those. And again, it's been an absolute pleasure. We would love it if you go to the go clubhouse.io. Let me get that right.
Yeah,
Um,
go clubhouse.io and then make sure you hit up unify_io on X for sure because they got the plug, guys. They're especially if you're running your own project, you're trying to get connected, right? I can't appreciate you guys enough.
Yeah, mad respect, man. You heard it here. Join, engage, give us feedback, even if it's criticism. We want to hear it. And again, we really appreciate you. We're going to switch to the ending screen, but I am going to play a couple of tunes, so there'll be some songs coming out. And again, thanks for passing through, guys.
Go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Download
yeah, 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 yeah.
Uni-Fi.
Yeah. Game nights grew into metaverse realms. Collaborators taking the helms. Crouton Jones built on chain alive. Not just a game, it's where DIOs thrive. Uni-Fy spawns, no gatekeepers remain. We're building in beta, disrupting the frame. We're three awake, it's not just a trend. We're co-creating what will transcend. YSC, Danny Marvin Sync. Open source mind sharper than you think. Program retro, the change in the flow. Gaming is culture, not just for show. Let's get crispy, together we build an ecosystem powered, passion filled. Roll the dice, know we write the rules. Compass ability, turning devs into tools. No central server, no silent decay. On-chain logic leads the way. NFT assets fully in play. Crouton ain't just fun, it's here to stay. Are you ready to fork, to merge, to dream, to be more than players, part of the team? When you're awake, it's deeper than code. We're pushing forward, breaking all modes. YSE, Danny Marvin Sync. Trustless mechanics faster than you think. Program retro, shifting the scene. Pixels to purpose, the bridge in between. Let's get crispy, this isn't a phase. We're scaling the future in gamified ways.
Pixels align, consensus achieved. Avatars vote, their futures believed. No lobbies needed, this is our lane. Smart contracts locked into the game. Unity calls, not just for show. We're building a world where value can grow.
No pause, no glitch, we ship what's risky. Builders unite, let's get crispy!
Empire City, 1920 swinging, but it's West Side riding tonight.
Crispy ball, almost cut down like a coconut fall. We laugh out loud, but the pain still calls. Chief Dope Fox, we love you most of all.
Zipper scary, gold, silver, plastic. Snap too quick, yeah, the cut feels drastic. But not Frankenstein scars on the chest. Just a story we carry with the rest. Empire City glow, Cadillac chrome. Mystic keys flying, taking me home. Funny when you tell it, but it ain't no joke. Zip too close and a man gets woke.
Crispy ball, almost cut down like a coconut fall. We laugh out loud, but the pain still calls. Chief Dope Fox, we love you most of all.
Man, it's funny, but you ain't no laugh. Zip strikes quick, cutting life in half. West Coast bounce, let the low ride sing. Empire City nights got the Nate Dogg swing. Go Chief.
Ride the mellow wave, stories were made up, oh not brave. Chris echoes in the Empire Hall. Chief Dope Fox, we love you most of all.